39 Maine Coon facts every owner should know. Number 1. Maine Coons were the first breed of cats to be officially designated as a state cat of the US. Since 1985, they have held the title of the official state cat of Maine, where they are believed to have originated. Number 2. The Maine Coon is the oldest cat breed native to America. They were likely brought to New England by early settlers, but we're not completely sure about how they got there. Number 3. The coon part in the Maine Coon's name comes from their resemblance to the raccoon. Their features, like their brown tabby coat and long bushy tail, have been described as very raccoon-like. Number 4. Some people even believe that the Maine Coon is a mix between a wild cat and a raccoon. However, it is scientifically impossible for these two different species to mate and have offspring together in that way. Number 5. Although Maine Coons are normally associated with their iconic brown coat, they also come in 74 other color combinations, with the exception of pointed patterns and colors like the Siamese. Number 6. All Maine Coons with a tabby pattern have an M-shaped marking on their forehead, known as the mark of the tabby. While this marking is not exclusive to Maine Coons, it can be helpful in identifying them. Number 7. In Christian legend, it is believed that the mark of the tabby exists because Mary, the mother of Jesus, stroked a cat's forehead to show gratitude for keeping baby Jesus warm. Number 8. According to Muslim beliefs, on the other hand, it is said that the Prophet Muhammad left an M-shaped marking on his cat Muezza when he lovingly stroked her between the ears. Number 9. Some people think that Maine Coon cats might have come from the same family as Norwegian forest cats. They believe that early Viking explorers like Leif Erikson may have brought them to the New World. Number 10. According to another story, the Maine Coon's origins are actually connected to Marie Antoinette, the last queen of France. It is said that when she was trying to escape France, she wanted to bring 6 of her favorite cats on a ship. She was caught and executed, but her cats supposedly made it safely to the shores of Wiscasset, Maine. Over time, these cats developed into Maine Coons we know today. Number 11. Maine Coons are considered to be a natural landrace, which means they developed without human intervention. Number 12. Female Maine Coons have a height of 8 to 14 inches, while males can reach 16 inches. The average cat is only about 9 inches tall, so it's easy to see why Maine Coons have a reputation as giants. Number 13. Maine Coons used to be the biggest cat breed and weighed more than 10 pounds when fully grown, with some reaching up to 20 pounds. But that changed with the introduction of the Savannah cat, although Maine Coons are still the largest non-hybrid breed of cats. Number 14. Maine Coon cats were first mentioned in a book called The Book of Cat by Francis Simpson in 1903. F.R. Pierce, a Maine Coon owner, wrote a chapter about the breed in this book. Number 15. During the late 1860s, farmers from Maine were telling stories about their cats and held the Maine State Champion Coon Cat Contest at the local Skowhegan Fair. Number 16. In 1895, a Maine Coon cat named Cozy won at the first ever North American Cat Show in New York City and was awarded a collar and medal made of silver. Following Cozy's win, Maine Coons regularly started participating in cat shows and even achieved many victories. Number 17. Cozy's silver collar was brought by the Cat Fanciers Association Foundation with a donation from the National Capital Cat Show. The collar is now kept at the CFA Central Office in the Jean Baker Rose Memorial Library. Number 18. By the dawn of the 20th century, the Maine Coon's popularity decreased sharply because other long-haired cat breeds like the Persian became more popular. Number 19. After 1911, Maine Coons didn't even win a single national cat show for over 40 years, and the breed was rarely seen after that. Number 20. The decline in the Maine Coon's popularity was so severe that in the 1950s, the entire breed was declared extinct. However, many argued that this declaration was exaggerated and reported too soon. Number 21. The Maine Coon's revival can mainly be attributed to the Central Maine Cat Club, or CMCC, which was created in the early 1950s. For 11 years, the CMCC held cat shows and hosted exhibitions of photographs of the breed and is noted for creating the first written breed standards for the Maine Coon. Number 22. Maine Coon cats have a higher chance of being born with extra toes compared to other breeds. This happens because even if only one of their parents has the special gene for extra toes, Maine Coon kittens can inherit it. So your Maine Coon could have as many as 22 toes, compared to the 18 of normal cats. Number 23. Maine Coons with extra toes are usually not allowed in cat shows because the extra toes are believed to cause health problems. Because of this, breeders try to remove the trait altogether at one point. However, some other private organizations and breeders try to preserve the trait instead. Number 24. In the wild, Maine Coons with extra toes might have actually had an advantage because their big paws help them walk on snow like snowshoes. This, along with other features like their waterproof fur and tufts of fur between their toes, help the cat survive in Maine's cold climate. Number 25. The Maine Coon's long, bushy tail provides protection from wind and blowing snow. They can also curl their tail around their backside, acting as an insulated seat cushion when sitting on a frozen surface. Number 26. The Maine Coon was initially declined 3 times for recognition as an official breed by the Cat Fanciers Association, or CFA, but they eventually gave in and granted the breed full recognition in 1976. Number 27. After gaining official recognition, Maine Coons slowly rose back to popularity, and in 2022, they ranked second on the CFA's list of the most popular cat breeds. Number 28. Maine Coon cats can have a specific gene mutation that causes a common heart disease called feline hypertrophic cardiomyopathy, or HCM. In one study, about 1/3 of the tested Maine Coons had this gene mutation. However, not all cats with the mutation will show signs of the disease, and some Maine Coons with the disease don't have this specific mutation. Number 29. There is a testing service available to check for that HCM mutation, so owners can be aware and take appropriate care if needed. Number 30. In 2004, a woman from Texas paid $50,000 to have her Maine Coon cat named Nikki cloned. Nikki had passed away in 2003, but the scientists created a clone of him, and the cloned kitten was named Little Nicky. Little Nicky is the first commercially made clone of a cat. Number 31. In the Harry Potter movies, Mrs. Norris, the cat who belonged to the castle's caretaker Argus Filch, was played by 5 different Maine Coon cats named Tommy, Maximus, Alanis, Cornelius, and Pebbles. Number 32. Alanis was often carried because she was good at staying still. Pebbles was skilled at walking on set and stopping at specific points, often seen pacing the corridors of Hogwarts. Maximus was trained to jump on Mr. Filch's shoulders, while Cornelius was trained to sit still and look around when commanded. Number 33. Unlike most cats, who only take around 12 months to stop growing, Maine Coons do not reach physical maturity until they are 3 to 5 years old. Number 34. On average, the Maine Coon can be an impressive 40 inches long. In fact, the longest domestic cat ever recorded was a Maine Coon named Stewie, who measured over 48 inches. Stewie passed away in 2013, and right now, another Maine Coon named Barreville holds the record for the longest cat who's still alive. Number 35. Another Maine Coon named Cygnus had the longest tail ever recorded on a domestic cat, measuring over 17 inches long. Cygnus tragically passed away in a house fire in 2017, and the mantle was passed down to his Maine Coon brother, Altair, whose tail measures 16 inches. Number 36. Maine Coon cats are at a higher risk for developing hip dysplasia because they are larger and have more body mass. Some studies have shown that around 37% of tested Maine Coon cats have this condition in their hip joints. Number 37. According to the breed standard, Maine Coon cats cannot have eye of different colors unless their coat color is white. Number 38. Based on a study conducted in Sweden from 2003 to 2006, pet insurance data shows that the median lifespan of the Maine Coon is over 12.5 years. 74% of Maine Coons live up to be 10 years or older, and 54% live to be 12.5 years or older. At number 39, purebred Maine Coon cats can range in price from $1,000 to $3,000, depending on factors like their pedigree. Alright folks, which of these facts was your favorite? Please let us know in the comments below.